Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today it's a quick guide about DPE engine, understanding how it works, and how to counter them. I know, I promised an Endymion spellbook guide before, but since this is a new cards and it's quite annoying to deal with, I decided to make this guide first, so you won't be frustrated when dueling against this card. Let's get right into it. DPE has a quick effect to destroy one card you control and one card your opponents control. I remind you again that this is untargetable effects, means you won't know which card you are going to destroy until resolve. DPE has a second effect whenever the monster being destroyed, either by battle or card effects. It will activate this effect to special summon a Destiny hero monster from graveyard during the next turn standby phase. Since DPE is a Destiny hero, it can summon itself. That's one of the annoying part of this monster. So this monster has a gimmicks of floater and disruptor, just by its own evac. Floater means it can dodge any disruption from the opponents, and disruptor, it could potentially disrupt your opponent's combo. Please understand these two things, floater and disruptor. If there's an archetype that can do both at the same time, it's annoying as hell to duel against with. For example, Weather Painter. But Weather Painter need a lot of setup first, unlike DPE, a one card that can be both floater and disruptor at the same time. And this one card can be easily summoned by activating one fusion spell card. It's called Fusion Destiny. It's using materials from your deck by sending them to the graveyard. So basically one card from your hand just to summon DP. The materials that people usually use are Destiny Hero Dasher and Destiny Hero Celestial. Why? Because these two cards have graveyard effects that are so beneficial to any decks in the game right now. Dasher, at your own draw phase, when you draw a monster card that can be summoned without any restriction, you allow to special summon it to the field. And Celestial, you can banish this card and one other Destiny hero monster, in this case it's Dasher. You will draw two cards, basically a pile of greed. Another way to summon DPE is using the Link 2 monster Verte Anaconda. You just need two effects monster on the field, link them to Anaconda, and activate its effect, send Fusion Destiny from deck to the graveyard, and voila! You summon DPE. Simple as that. So, basically the cards that you need if you want to add this engine to any decks, you just need one Dasher, one Celestial, two Fusion Destiny because it's limited to two, and in the extra deck, you just need DPE and Verte Anaconda. That's all. Now, how to counter them. As I said before, the DPE special summon effects activate when it's destroyed, not when it's going to summon back from the field, which is in the standby phase. So, if the effect resolve, during the standby phase, it will summon itself back to the field without starting any chain link. So you won't be able to respond when you come back to life in standby phase, especially when in your own standby phase. This is important because Called by the Grave can even counter this monster during the standby phase. Same goes for Dweller. If you summon Dweller after the effects resolve, it will still come back to life if you activate Dweller effects in the turn that it will be summoned back to the field. To counter it, you need to negate its effect just after it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard. You can use Called by the Grave but while in your turn only, or if you already set it on the field, you can negate it on your opponent's turn. The other way, you can use Skullmeister, a hand traps that can negate any cards activated in the graveyard. Or you can use Diddy Crow to banish it. Oh man, these two hand traps will become popular because of this card. Or maybe Ghost Bell can negate it as well, only when it's activated, not after it resolves. If you are too late to negate it, or you are going second against a DPE that's going to summon itself in your turn, make sure you set your activation to on. While in your draw phase, if you have a DD Crow or Called by the Grave in your hand, activate it right away in the draw phase to banish it. Don't wait until standby phase because DPE will summon first and you will not be able to respond to it. It will not start a chain because the effects already resolved before. Sadly, at this situation, Skullmeister and Ghost Bell won't be able to stop DPE come back to life in your turn. So I guess invest more on DD Crow now, since it's an SR card. There you go. Now you know how to counter it. For my fellow Megatron, I'm just gonna show you the gameplay where I'm going second against DPE that already come back to life. This will close the video for today. I hope you learned much from my explanation. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the duel field. Bye bye!